When I mention grief, most people think grief is something that happens only at funerals, that it only happens with the loss of loved ones. But really, you have thousands of losses in your life. You can lose your health. You can lose your job. You can lose a friend. You can lose your finances. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of things that you have in life that you lose. And so grief is not simply for when somebody dies. That's one of the things it's for. But there are many other things in life you ought to grieve because they're losses in life. Now, because grief is unpleasant, most people just try to avoid it. They want to stuff it. They want to put it aside. I'm not going to grieve. I'm just going to get on with my life. I'm going to deny it. And I want to say to you, that is the cause of many of your problems. Unresolved, unmourned grief. There were things that happened to you as a child. There were things that happened to you in school. You should have grieved over, and you haven't. And if you don't grieve over it, you get stuck at that stage. I'm going to explain that. Grief is absolutely essential to your life. In fact, number two, the second thing I've learned is that grief is healthy. It is healthy. In fact, it's the only healthy response when you have a loss. Now, the loss could be anything. It could be the loss of a job. It could be the loss of a career. It could be infertility. It could be the loss of an engagement. Serious financial problems, stillbirth, all kinds of different things. Maybe a loss of a limb or loss of a breast or whatever. We all have losses in life. Grief is actually healthy. It's good for you. It's the only healthy response to loss because it's unhealthy to deny a loss. Now, grief is, without a doubt, the most painful emotion we go through in life. It's also the most helpful emotion. You say, how is that? How is grief helpful to me? Grief is God's tool for you getting through the transitions of life. If you don't grieve in your losses, you get stuck. And some of you are still stuck at age 14 or age 28 or age 32 because you didn't grieve a major loss in your life and you got stuck there. And you wonder why you have anxieties and you have phobias and you have fears and you have low self-esteem because you haven't learned how to do good grief.